What is the taste of love and compassion? Hi, this is Angela. I introduce the best local food to keep you healthy. Today, we are at Hospice Wellington. They provide comprehensive care for people at the end of life. Today, we're going to talk about what they do here and what kind of homemade meals are available for patients and family. Are you ready for it? Let's go. Oh, hi, Pat. Thank you for being our guest.
Thank you for inviting me.
Could you tell me your story and this place?
Yes, so Hospice Wellington goes back over 40 years ago, and there was some concerned residents in the community. They were nurses, and so they were very concerned about the lack of ability for people to receive services at home. And so they began hospice from the community. And so really hospice is a gift from the community to the community. So people often ask me, who owns hospice? And I said, the community owns hospice. So that was a long time ago, and there was 3 or 4 of them that got together, and they just started to work on a voluntary basis to work with people in their homes and provide some end-of-life services. So so then we eventually developed so much we needed a residence for people that didn't want to die at home or it wasn't suitable, or to help prevent people from dying in hospital, because they're not set up in the same way that we are at hospice. So so they decided that they were going to open this place. So this used to be a church, and it was renovated. And so we opened up here 13 years ago. And so we have a service, a 10-bed residence up on the main floor, and then in the bottom level we have our community programs. And really our community programs are larger than our residence because we have 10 beds and they're basically full all the time. And so for people that are at home and they can't manage, they can come to hospice. For people that are in the hospital, they will transition to hospice. And I think the thing that makes us very unique here is the staff and the culture that we have here. So every single person that walks through our doors is treated with kindness and with warmth, and it doesn't matter who they are or what they've done, what their history is, it doesn't matter. You're an individual, and we will provide kindness and comfort, and that's our culture here.
So yeah, I can witness that. Last year, when my father passed away here, he received compassionate, gentle, and warm care, gentle care. So we were so fortunate to be here. That was a gift for my father. So what would you tell people who are considering to use your service in the future?
So I think the main message that I would like to say is that there is no charge for any of our services, whether you come to our residence, whether you come to any of our many, many community programs. Absolutely no charge. The government's funding that we receive at this time is only 38%. So we have to do a lot of fundraising, we have to do a lot of different events, and people are very generous to us, very generous. And our community, we certainly couldn't be here without all the help that they give us. So if you figure, 38% of a budget, that's a lot of fundraising. But on the whole, you know, we're so happy that people are so generous to us. And but it doesn't matter whether you know, you don't have any funds or whatever. Everybody's welcome. And there's many services we provide, and we can provide services certainly before the person dies and help them with those things. And then we can help with bereavement and helping people not to feel alone.
So your service is comprehensive. It's free of charge.
Yes.
That's great.
And it's free of charge because of all the donations.
Yeah.
And one of the things I think I would want to highlight is, you know, when people come, like there's the, you know, we want to look after the families too. It's not just about the patient. A lot of times the family needs a lot of support.
Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah.
And so we make breakfast, we make lunch, and the family's welcome to eat. There's no charge at all. And I think that brings some comfort. So as soon as the person comes in, they're greeted and they're welcomed, and their family's welcomed, and, you know, can we make you a tea? Can we get you something to eat? Because a lot of times people come to us and, you know, the families are so exhausted and they haven't thought about themselves. So here we say, this is all about you and your relationship with your person. You don't have to worry about anything. We are going to take care of your person, and we're going to take care of you.
So how can people find more information about this place?
So certainly by media, and the kindness of you having us on Rogers is a wonderful thing, because I think a lot of people, they don't know about what's available until they need it. And so anything like this is really helpful. They can go on our website. We've redone all our website, and it's quite good. Certainly welcome to phone us, and you know, if we don't provide that service, we will connect you with someone, because we have a lot of partners in the community that are a huge help, and we depend on them. And so we don't have to do everything. We just do what we do really, really well.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for all the information you gave to us. I hope more people can benefit from here.
Thank you, and thank you so much, Angela, for your hospitality to give us this opportunity to share with our community.
Of course, that's my pleasure. That's my privilege.
Oh, thank you so much.
There are many things that make this place special, really special, I think. It starts with the people within the building, so our staff, our team, our volunteers, who are a huge part of our team here. And I think it's their commitment to wanting to provide the best end-of-life care that's possible to do. And I think it's that sense of compassion and empathy, and really the spirit to care for people well.
Okay.
I think if you come to work with that in your heart, in your mind, in your heart, you will make this place special. And it can be very tender experiences, of course, and particularly at this time of year. But it is an exceptionally special place. We have a wonderful team.
So could you tell me your story in Hospice Wellington?
I started taking the training in the spring of 2014, and I started after the training.
Okay.
I started here in the kitchen for many years, and then I've graduated to the residence desk.
Okay. So how do you enjoy volunteer here?
I love it very much.
So you're here twice a week?
Yes.
So you're in the kitchen?
I'm in the kitchen generally in an evening, but on the residence desk during the day.
Oh, I see. So who plan the recipes? How do you get the
volunteers bring their own favorite recipes from home.
Oh, okay.
And then they prepare what they enjoy preparing.
Oh, nice. Because you have this autonomy to do this, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Sometimes the kitchen coordinator will request a specific dish, but quite often the volunteers choose what they enjoy making.
Okay. Where do you get your ingredients?
The ingredients are donated. A lot are donated.
Okay.
We have a complete pantry with ongoing items. And if it's something specific we're going to make and we know the ingredient isn't here, we will bring it ourselves.
Okay, okay. When I was here last year, I had no worries about what I was going to eat, anything about that. So I was able to concentrate, look after my dad, because you have all those food available for me. So how does this feel for the families here?
I think it's a relief that they don't have to worry about preparing a lunch if they're here for all day, or if they're here and spending the night, they don't have to worry about breakfast. And they don't have to worry about their family member who is here as a resident, that they will be well taken care of.
So they can focus on spending time with the family without have to worry about anything.
That's
right?
correct, yes.
Okay. That makes this place special, right?
Yes, it does. And it's a beautiful environment, and the sunroom offers privacy.
Okay, okay. And the food here is exceptional.
Well, we think so, or we'd like to think so.
Because I feel the food here is different from everywhere else because it's made from love.
And it's made fresh.
It's made fresh, yeah. So it's just so different because when you are in a very special period of time, you have this kind of delicious food available for you. It makes all the difference.
And if there's a special need that a family member likes, then we will provide it.
It's very nice. So it's very important to get funding for the service here.
Yes,
right?
it is. So in our department, we have to raise essential funds to keep everything going here, and we have developed key events throughout the year that help do that. So the events that we have throughout the year are handbags for hospice in February. In June, we have our hike for hospice. We have a golf tournament in August called the Sunflower Golf Tournament Open, and then in December we have Archery of Remembrance. We also have a Giving Tuesday initiative, which happens at the end of November, and we developed it last year. So what we did was a gift card drive, and this will be our second year doing that. So we accept donations of gift cards and monetary donations that help stock our kitchen for the year. So last year we raised close to $10,000. This year we have a fund match from Barzati, who donated our kitchen years ago, and they're giving us a match of $12,000. So we're hoping to raise enough money for the kitchen for the year. So that's a fun new development. We also have someone who's a member of our team who works with individuals and families who want to make special gifts. Often they're in honor of one of their loved ones. And we like to support donors at all levels. So we're also doing work on our donor database and making sure that people who do donate and support to us are being met with the greatest service and greatest customer service, I should say. We're also responsible in our department for the communications that go out to the public to let everyone know in our community the supports, events, and educational opportunities that we have for those who need them. And the best way to find out about what we're doing and what we're up to is to follow us on social media or go on our website and sign up for our news. So it's nice that everybody who needs us knows what we're doing to support them. And that's one of the best ways that you can find out information from us. Ultimately, our goal in the Fund Development Department is to treat our supporters who each have their own individual goals and want to make a difference in our community with the same care and compassion that we treat the people who use our residents and our services in the community. And that's what we aspire to treat everyone with compassion and care, whether you're a donor or someone who's using Hospice Wellington's services and the residents.
So could you tell me what programs do you offer here?
So as the community services lead, I help the team with all of the services we offer out in the community, which some people aren't aware of. They think of our hospice with the 10 beds, but we offer services along the spectrum of palliative care to folks who've been diagnosed with a life-threatening illness, who've been given a shorter prognosis, and their caregivers as well. So that starts with a day program that people can come out to and enjoy some time together. And we have some caregiver support for coffee conversations and caregiver support. And then when folks are bereaved, they don't have to have been with us in the hospice before, so they don't have to have been in the residence or connected prior to a death, but people in Guelph and Wellington County can access support groups, one-to-one support with volunteers, and we offer that one-to-one with palliative and caregiver folks as well. And we offer art therapy. So this time of year we do workshops that involve grief in the holidays and writing workshops. So we're constantly offering a base of support groups and then some different workshops through the year.
Okay. Oh, sounds you have comprehensive service here.
Absolutely. So hospice, we really are focused on those people in the community with questions about what end of life will look like for them and for their loved ones.
What's the most popular program? I'm just curious.
Oh, popular programs. So I would have to say
Yes.
popular programs are our day program and the caregiver supports. And then it would be a tie. So we have a walking program.
Okay.
And the support groups and art therapy are group programs that seem to be really popular with people.
Yeah, I attended an art therapy program before. I really enjoyed it.
Yes.
The creativity.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's always surprising kind of what comes out and what you think about and how that can help you heal.
It was very therapeutic.
Yes. And some folks who maybe don't feel so artistic would come out to, so we have a writing workshop, and we've also collaborated in the community with folks, so we have done horticultural workshops. So if you're shy about receiving support in one way, there are always options for people in the community so that they can start with us and feel very comfortable.
Oh. So how can people come here? Do they need a referral or?
That's a good question. So people can call in directly. They don't have to have a referral, although we do have many community partners, social workers, physicians, nurses who refer us clients with their permission. But if you're just somebody in the community who feels like you need some support and have questions, definitely just pick up the phone and call us.
Oh, so it's very accessible.
Absolutely.
For everyone.
For everyone. And so we have a general email address people can access as well if they're shy on the phone, and some people are. So.
Oh, they can also email to you, right?
That's right. Yeah.
That's great. You only have 10 beds, so it's so different from the hospital. So I think hospital is so busy, and here, like nurse to patient ratios must be very. Very good,
Absolutely.
right? Yeah.
And yes, we have 10 beds, and we're typically at capacity for the majority of the time, and people waiting to come to our care. So on any given shift, you're absolutely right. We have 2 trained nurses who not only are trained through their general nurse training, but they have all gone on to do specialist palliative nursing training too. And alongside that, we have PSW staff too, that again have completed additional training relative to palliative care and dying processes. So our ratio is different. Like today at the moment, I have 4 staff on shift to care for a total of 9 residents, plus myself, plus my clinical nurse.
Oh, okay.
So it is that difference that allows us to give that attention to detail, the time, the care, and really being present. And having that time to work with our physician team too, who again, we're well served with specialists, palliative care physicians that help within that team. So it is a very different complement of staff. It's also a very different environment. I think you'll appreciate the tranquility and the warmth and the privacy, since each room is a private room for each resident.
Okay.
I think that at the end of somebody's life, you know, we want them to be able to have what they need. So when people come in, we, you know, if they're well enough, we'll ask them some questions like, you know, what are some of your wishes? What are some of your things that you would have liked to accomplish, or maybe some things that you did accomplish? And that helps the staff to get to know the person better. We don't do your typical, you know, your vital signs and all that. We do more about, you know, what are some of your wishes? What are some of the things that you would, you wish you would have accomplished? Do you have a wish? And so then we work with those wishes. And I think that it's really important to remember that there's a lot of things that we can give to people. For example, we have had things here at hospice. We've had 4 weddings, we've had baptisms, we've had Thanksgiving dinners. Every event that comes along, we try to celebrate it. And if someone comes and, you know, it might be Hanukkah or whatever, we try to celebrate with them. So we try to be very inclusive of everybody, and I think that, you know, it's really not that difficult to help someone if they have a wish. They know what they're facing, but if they have a wish and we can make it happen, why not? You know, if it doesn't hurt anyone else and it's not going to hurt our building, why can't we do that for people? I think we can. We have to think outside the box, and I'm very passionate about thinking outside the box. And you can certainly ask any of my staff. I do think outside the box, and we can make things happen.
So what's your take-home message?
I think my take-home message would be, please call us. We really want to help you. We want to help your family member. And we will help you. We will guide you along the path. And I would say never be afraid to ask any question, because we really want to be here for you. And the other message, I would say thank you very much to our 200 volunteers, and thank you very much to our community who was so good to us. And thank you to you for getting this word out. And I would ask that if you have a friend, get them to call us, and we'll do whatever we can for you.
Okay.